Welcome to my home. Feels like just really taking it easy. What did that say? Oh, nothing. Okay. Yeah, yesterday was real wounding again, so I was even in my onesie. And I'm doing something a little bit different because the last couple days I've had bird songs on, ocean music on, so I'm leaving it still today. And you guys can let me know if you like it without the music. So yesterday was the dragon Reiki. Today we're going to play with the fairies, but I want to get into something a little bit serious first. And the reason the fairies is because the card that I picked today was the healer, singer of healer. So the reason I started these was actually really being broken open with a few videos ago of my complex trauma being triggered with Doreen Virtue. So I'm just, I've been away and I haven't even, so anyways, I showed this on the video, but I wasn't wearing it. I just said this is like, this is what happened at Christmas. So if you're brought up in an alcoholic home, there's like 3 things you don't learn how to do, which is talk, trust, or feel. So not only am I giving this because I'm starting it to help myself, so I will get into consistent basis of giving myself Reiki. It's going to help to keep talking about her A to Z list for New Age, right? And why I'm still offended by it. So instead of going into shell shock and silence, which is like familiar, it's, breaking through to say she is playing devil's advocate. So on one level, I can see her soul's playing a big part, but she's the old world, right? The fear. So, even peace signs. So this t-shirt I was making with my granddaughter, right? And then the crystals. I'm going to use the crystals today. And that is just, I mean, I didn't even get into the why, that what she said through the 73 things. But basically, you're flirting with the devil. And I am an earth healer more than anything. So she's saying the earth is the devil. These are pieces of the earth. These are beautiful pieces of earth. So, for all the people that Doreen has swayed with her list, because you're a good Christian, I call bullshit. So this is emerald, and I have the stones on with my rings anyways, but I'm gonna, and yeah, this is uncut emerald. So I got the emerald there for healing and abundance as well. And then I'm going to use the black tourmaline, which helps ground you and repels negativity. My crystal will be on my lap. I do want to share though that yesterday's Reiki, you got to go back and watch that. It was a channeling. The fairies came through, but I was sharing my dragon's name is Ophelia, and it was suggested that we put the big tail on, like a big dragon's tail to keep us grounded. But then last night, the message was, and also to funnel through all the light that's coming in. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, we went flying on the dragon. It was really cool. So, healing mind, body, and spirit, and the messages that keep coming through, like lighten up, it's only a game. I'd love to find more of my community on Facebook. And the dragons also said, it's been 10 years that I've been doing YouTube videos, and there's lots of treasures on my channel, a lot of playlists. And it's time to, just shine out that ascension light even more, because we really got to keep our vibration high as we make the last step. So I don't want to stay in the yucky fear-based 3D, but still got to, talk about it so it can be let go. All those lies. So I'll tell you what's not a lie is we're all healers. It's not something you become. Even though the Reiki, and, maybe that's the rebel in me too. I'm starting the Reiki because, energy work and Reiki is, from the devil. And you don't want to have to, they're doing you a favor, warning you so you don't have to be in hell where it's too late for regrets to learn that the demon is in New Age. It's just so funny from a higher perspective. So, yeah, she's playing a great part. Okay, so all three. Healing. The principle of healing is simplicity itself. We need only to let go of things that are hurting us and nurture ourselves with the things that benefit us. So simple, so difficult. The song of healing is present everywhere. Healing can seem so complex as we dig our way through all our blocks and resistances and old stuff. But in the end, it is simply letting go and opening up. So this is a healer's card, and its presence in a reading may speak of healing to be given or healing to be received. You cannot truly and freely give without receiving as well. Healing is something that flows through us, not from us, and as such, we are inevitably affected by its passage. So, it says, healing is not something you do, it's something you are. Yeah, and it's something I gave up because I have some beautiful experiences with Reiki, some miracle stories, really. And I did share yesterday, so I've helped people cross over. And that's either I've been in the hospital with them or when I've done Reiki at a distance. So let's get into the cheerfulness here. And the play. So when the fairy energy comes in, it's so light. It's pure joy, and I just feel like effervescent bubbles. And yeah, it's just so much fun. But I will use the tail for us to ground. So I've also said that I saw my diamond self and I saw my friend's diamond self. So I believe like one of the playlists on my channel is the Rainbow Warriors. I've been calling the Rainbow Warriors since 2008. Ah, I'm a tired grandmother. Oh man, my fall from grace. But, you know, I'm definitely a warrior. So I invite you to imagine there's a diamond out there. And I should actually say, because it was more like, kind of like the singers there. I didn't, I saw it like that. But you might just see a diamond, all the multifaceted parts. And bring that down through you. Imagine you have the really big tail, and when you walk, even after this, you'll be shooting down the light and into the ground and into Gaia, whatever dimension feels right for you to tap into in this moment. Take a deep breath and big sigh. So just breathing. You really just want to set yourself at ease. Pull up a chair on this foggy February day. The fairies are asking people or someone to open their hearts, even if it's just right now, just to relax. They're dancing around me, and I asked them to go out to dance around others, and they said they have to open their hearts. Soften. Soften, they're saying. So they're asking you to place your hands on your heart and to breathe there. And just remember when you were little. And that trust, that innocence. So people have been closed down because of safety. So it's not innocence with naivety. It's just that you had your heart was pure, pure and innocent. So you didn't have to believe in the fairies. They were just around you. They're in nature. It's no believing, it's knowing. You knew. Maybe you have come to know again, or you've never forgotten. And you're vibing you up. You feel some chills. That's them. Okay, they're like, okay, pretend you have a dial in front of you and turn it up to 100. So as humans, we're beaming to each other right now. There's no one here. So that's where I was coming to my community on Patreon. Okay, let's close out the ones who are really helping bring in the fairy magic with me. So they say, thank you. And they're just waiting for you to ask for their help. Yesterday I was saying that, I'm just so battle worn that that's all I can say. I can't even say to anyone, like, specifically. It's just like in the morning, help. And then as I go to bed at night, thank you. And it's there. So I've been picking a magical time cards. I haven't shown the deck before. Magical Times by Jody Bergsma. See, this is a time change because I usually pick one of these for myself in the morning, but now I'm picking fairy cards because, I haven't forgotten about people. There is a contest that I started on Facebook with the swan calendars, and if you took a picture of yourself, you'd be entered into a draw for fairy reading. But I was so thrown off center that I haven't even had the strength to go on there. I really have to have been protecting my energy. So it's, it's my Patreon who get my full attention, and now YouTube, right? I'm aiming to do these healings in February, maybe so I can go back to Facebook, right? It's just Facebook's a big stop. Red light. But anyway, so I'm getting this nicer relationship. So whenever someone is going to be getting their fairy reading, it's going to be powerful, because I'm the power is going to keep building. Definitely peaceful power. And yesterday being broken open, and then when I went back to listen, man, the channeling, that the healing that came through was so strong. But I was at my like oh yeah, big suffering. Anyways, climbing back out of it. And I didn't even say yes if you wanted Reiki today. See, I'm just whatever comes, it's just going to be different. I'm not going to try and structure anything. Stay in the diamond heart. Okay, so what do these beloved diamond light worker tribe? Oh, and my Awakened Magic. You could sign up for my newsletters. awakenedmagic.com. So they've been on this fairy journey with me for 3 years since I did my summit at Awakened Magic. Okay, so what do we need? Oh, a couple of them jumped out. Oh, geez. Louise, excuse me. Dignity. I'll read them in a moment. Clarity and journey. Which one do I start with? They all have well, 2 of them have the dragon and 1 with the unicorn. With the fairy. Oh, clarity. Banish the fog of illusion. Open your eyes to the truth. Remember the perfection of who you are. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. I'm not even going to ask for messages with them. I'm going to let them come to you. Dignity. Take pride in yourself and all that you have become. Feel honored by your choices, achievements, and actions. Yes, yes, yes. Speaking to you. And look at that tail. All that light. Imagine that big tail for yourself. And it almost does go down, like it's going into the earth. And it's bringing in all the white light. And journey. Oh, this is very, very similar to dignity. So we got a theme here. Focus on how far you have come, not how far you have to go. You will find help in unexpected places. Yes, I need help. You know, I'm telling my story, and being humble, asking for help. So right off the bat, whenever you watch this, just know that energy is always flowing, and I'd love for you to subscribe, like, comment, even share. Even though I look like hell, I don't really want you to share. And I'm still in the experimental stage if I'm going to keep doing these live. So this one is without music, so let me know how that is. And I'm aiming for 4 o'clock, so you can hit the bell, so you will be notified wherever the bell is. Yeah, so I'll start calling myself Magical Marguerite again. I've been digging for Peggy. Do you know who Peggy is? The little inner child I abandoned, who's weeping. But my higher self is here to the rescue. Bye, love.